Welcome to the Fandom Foundry. And this is the show called Best Thing This Week, where we look back at the best things that happened to us the previous week and what we're looking forward to in the week ahead. I am Todd Oxtra, and this is a very special guest with me, Mark, the CaNerdian Carabin. Got it right. He's coming from Nova Scotia, live and direct, with probably a viral video ready to come out for a certain car company, car dealership, or maybe even a video game. Who knows? Mark, been a while. How are you?
It's been a minute. I am very, very good. Excited to be back on the show and talking to you. It's always a good time chatting. So I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, and it's kind of good timing because I realized I was thinking, we should do a Why We Play, but I'm like, but also Nintendo just had their really big. It's they don't even call it anything special. It's just Nintendo Direct. It's not like they do Partners Direct, they do other things, but in this instance, it's not like their E3 showcase. It just happens to be their Direct during the summer. And I guess that's your story. So I talked a little bit about it with Chipotle Bear last week. He hadn't even watched it, so I kind of had to do my my audiobook version of it for him. So why don't you take me through your thoughts and kind of what were the things that kind of like you expected, the surprises, and maybe the thing kind of like, really, Nintendo?
I'm very much of two minds with this presentation. I thought it was good. I thought it was great if you only have Nintendo.
And you didn't have any other consoles that played really cool third-party games, right?
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff that they did has been out for a bit. It's been on other platforms, very Japan anime centric looking games. Like it was, RPG X versus RPG Y versus RPG Z. It was I don't know. I was very torn, but I thought overall it was a good show. I thought that it was showcasing the power of the Switch. We've seen, Onimusha, Dragon's Dogma, a couple of Stellar Blade, like some real heavy.
First time Stellar Blade's been to a different console.
Yeah. Orbitals looks fantastic. My brother and I talked a little bit about that after the show. Rayman looks great, but we've seen that again on some other stuff previously. So I thought it was a good showcase. I thought
this game is so weird looking, Mark. The big walk,
super weird.
It kind of scares me. I don't know. Are they kind of like ant people? What are they? They're gross looking. I like them.
They're very strange. This
looks like a mobile game. Sorry, this game. Like when I looked at this game, I'm like, couldn't this
the
be
One
like
Piece one?
Game?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks 100%. Like it should be an Apple. I mean, not that it's not a good game. It just feels more slight.
I get what you mean, for sure. And but that's the thing with the Switch and the Switch 2 is it has that ability to go into tablet mode essentially and just be a quick gaming tablet. I mean, you can even
often
take
forget
the
it actually has a touch screen,
if you want to, and it has the touch screen, and you can use it like that to replace bringing a tablet, and it can have some of those quicker Apple Arcade looking games on it that are more bite sized. As a One Piece fan, but not a restaurant sim fan, that one kind of excited me for a second, and I was kind of like, I'm not going to play that for any amount of time.
Well, I was going to ask you about it because I've really gotten into the live action series. I really like it a lot. And I just love how weird and it can be serious at times and then very weird at times, very silly. And so I was wondering, like, what's a good One Piece game to play? Because I've never played one before, and there's always deals on them, like on Steam, and So I'm like, there's some that are Warriors games, like the kind of like it's that series,
Dynasty Warriors or Hyrule Warriors.
Yep. and then there's turn-based games. I was hoping like an action RPG, but I think it's just that's pretty much it. But there's been a lot of them. They've been everything from the original Game Boy to whatever.
Yeah. I've only I'm not a good person to ask about this. I've only played the GBA game on my Ambernick. That was kind of it, because I looked at some of the modern games and I was like, I don't know if I want to play those, and especially not having watched. I'm maybe 50 episodes into the anime, and I'm so there's a lot of characters,
Mark,
especially in.
You've got how many episodes left?
I'm 1,000 episodes off. Yeah, and I've read some of the manga as well, and I'm still early on in that too. So it's, I think the furthest ahead I am is in the live action. So there are certain characters that I know, but every time I see a preview for one of these games, it's like, I don't know that character. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to skip this. So I've gone back and played some of the original stuff that covers more of that original timeline. The GBA game's fun if you want to run that on an emulator. Like, it's a cool side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Oh, that sounds fun to me. Very fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Are you still playing Pocopia, or are you done, or are you going to be playing it again with more?
I need to get
DLC
back into
now?
Pocopia. Yeah, I don't think I'll buy the DLC, but I definitely have to get back into Pocopia. I kind of fell off a bit with like James Bond and a few other games that have been coming out recently. Bond is so good.
Oh yes, I can. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Yeah.
Finn and I got
that game's coming to the Switch too, though, right? Later.
It is. Yes. Yeah. I got it on my Series X because it was also a cross.
Play anywhere.
What do they call that? Cross play anywhere. So I've been playing it on my Ally as well, which runs fine. Like Finn and I got into Sea of Thieves, finishing up the last season of Fortnite and starting the new season. So yeah, I definitely fell off Pocopia and have to get back and finish it and play some of this new DLC, the free stuff. But I thought this was a good direct. Of course, the remake of Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was like the big one, but
it was also the shortest one, probably, right?
That's it. They didn't show anything off, and for a game that's supposed to be coming out this year, where is it? This is usually such a longer timeline for a Zelda game. It's this kind of tease happens a year out, 2 years out. And by this time we've got like, there's a Splatoon,
Raiders
direct coming up. Like that should be a Zelda direct. When are they going to do that? Like we don't have a solid release date, but we've got 6 months until this thing's fully shown off and in our hands. What?
It's very weird.
Crazy.
I mean, and I think people just want to know, what type of remake is this? What is it doing? What is the level of changes that they'll do? Can Link jump? Because now he can jump in some games, right?
Yeah. Is this faithful with a really, really fresh coat of paint, which is cool?
Yeah.
I have a theory about this. This might be crazy. This might be conspiracy, but like, let's get weird for a second. Cause I talked to my brother about this over the weekend and he didn't think I was too off base, but maybe we'll see. We'll see what you think. Okay.
I want to hear it.
So they've done the Star Fox reveal for the Star Fox remake, which is so weird because both big Nintendo games that we've got in the later part of 2026 are like N64 remakes on the Switch too. But I don't think the Star Fox reveal did what they wanted it to do. I don't think they got the reaction that they wanted from that. They've released a free demo, which I think was completely, like, I think their hand was forced in releasing that demo. I think they had to release a demo to show people like, hey, it might look weird, but it feels good. Like, it feels good to play, because I think there was a lot of kickback on the art style. I think they went too serious. They went too realistic. And even, was it the director of the original Star Fox 64? The original Star Fox was like, yeah, they had a perfect design with the movie. Why'd they do this?
Yeah, very odd. Yeah, they almost went a little too like, what was that, DLSS 5 or whatever, where it like changes the way things look. And it's like, oh, that's
right.
That's a choice.
So yeah, it's a weird thing for a company that does art styles really well that stand the test of time, because I think they're aiming for like 4K super realistic, which looks great for a moment and then looks really dated very quickly. I think anytime anyone goes for hyper realism, and hyper realism in animals is a wacky choice, I think.
So it's kind of like, was it The Lion King, where it's like, I don't want a lion that looks like that to sing. It looks weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's crossing some sort of like animal uncanny valley or something like that. And I think there was a lot of kickback online that I'm guessing Nintendo didn't expect, especially again from people who had worked on the franchise and kind of brought the franchise to life, let alone fans who, there's always that group of fans that are, oh, my cat's just walking in front and sniffing the microphone.
No,
hopefully she doesn't knock anything over.
Part of the show. Yes.
Hi, Ray. She'll leave me alone for 23 hours of the day, but when I sit down to podcast, she's like, "Hey, what's going on? Hi, what are you doing?" So I'm really wondering, with the kickback from Star Fox and people saying the art style and the art decisions are weird. From what we've seen, they are also going pretty hyper realistic for this. Like Link looked pretty realistic. There's a lot of textures, a lot of fabrics. There's a lot of realism to this. And I'm wondering if they've done the same thing and they're looking at this going, shoot, what do we do with this art style? Like, people are giving us shit for Star Fox. Are they going to do the same thing because we've gone hyper realistic with The Legend of Zelda? And I'm wondering if now they're kind of nervous to show they scrapped all the gameplay and they're like, is there a way that we can brighten up some colors, make Hyrule Field pop a bit? Is there a way we can tweak something like ugly Sonic to new Sonic? Like, I'm genuinely
not
curious.
By 2026.
Not by 2026, but I'm wondering if I'm really wondering if the reason they didn't give us a solid date is because they can say we need a little bit more time for this. They're going to say that in September or something like that. They'll, release Smash Brothers on Nintendo Switch Online or something like that, and people will be like, "Woohoo, Smash Brothers!" And they'll do something else to kind of move this to the side, but we'll get it in 2027. Again,
okay, Mark,
this is when conspiracy theory.
Okay, so here's a question: did people like Wind Waker art when it was announced?
No, they didn't right away.
Correct. So I think we just have to trust Nintendo, because I would hate to see Nintendo be like, because when has Nintendo ever listened to fans? They don't, right?
No.
They're like, we'll give you what we want to give you. They're like Apple. We'll give you what we think you want. We're not going to give you what you want, and you'll like it. It's like you'll get nothing and you like it. You love it.
Right.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I think to your point, by not giving us any more than just a sleeping Link on a thing, because I thought the tapestry looked cool, and maybe we're just going to get some really cool things, and it's going to look better in motion.
Yeah.
Like, whenever you see like the screenshot of something, sometimes it's like, I don't know about that. What's the context? Even that God of War, remember that God of War image still?
Oh, from the live action show?
Yeah. And people like,
terrible.
Well,
why would they do that?
So I'm like, I'm sure look great and I'm sure look great. And I think Nintendo could have done something significantly different if they had just done what they were supposed to do, right? Show what this game looks like in action. Nintendo's known for their action. We did get a voiceover, though. That's kind of new in a lot of ways. So I'm hoping it's a lot of this. They can end all of the conjecture tomorrow by just putting out a trailer. Because if they don't have any assets or gameplay by this point, I think they got bigger problems to work at than a still of Link.
Yeah,
but some people said, is that
yeah, this should be close to done.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's polish time at most. This game has been rumored, and I feel like Nintendo's got apparently has like the Disney Vault. Mark, Nintendo's a vault of finish games, apparently. Just a vault of finish games that they just bring out when the time is right. And I'm like, that's a really smart decision, because you don't want to be like Xbox and you got 15 games coming out in the span of 3 months, which is just silly. And then you have to push out games because you're competing with yourself, essentially, which sucks. So yeah, I am interested to see what they show. I've tried to play Ocarina of Time, but I didn't own an N64. You know my story. And then I've tried to play it, other versions of it, and I'm like, now I just want a modern version, like a Link to the Link. What was the last Zelda they did before that? It was a Link. No. Link's Awakening, right?
Oh yes, yeah, the remake.
I tried playing that on the GBA and just didn't do much for me. But I loved the remake. I thought that was a lot of fun.
You know what's funny with the remake? It is hard to go back to now if you've played Echoes of Wisdom.
Okay, really? Okay.
Very similar art style, but you're playing as Zelda, but they've loosened the controls a bit. They've changed a few things of how the world works, and that game just runs smoother and better despite looking very similar.
Got it.
And even Link's Awakening, after playing that game, because Finn and I played that first and then went back to Link's Awakening, and I was like, this game feels clunky. It feels like a Game Boy Color game. Like in a lot of ways, it was a much clunkier experience than a game that looked very, very similar. So I'm really hoping they update Ocarina of Time, but it's so tough. And I think the best example I can think of for games that updated the controls but still somehow felt nostalgic the right way were the Tony Hawk remakes.
Yeah.
Especially 1 and 2, that nailed the feel, even though things were in that game, in the remake, that weren't in the original games. Like there's, I think, what's it called? Certain kinds of tricks were just straight up not in those original games, but they were in later games in the series, and your nostalgic brain kind of just like lumps the whole series together. So it's like, no, this feels right. But it they hit such a weird stride with that series that I think those remakes are really good examples of how to do, hysteria nostalgia or something. I don't know, like false nostalgia or something. I don't know.
I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed it because I felt like, a lot of these games are very old now. And, a lot of the nostalgia will say, oh yeah, I can go play back on, like, you like playing the old hardware. I don't. I want a more accessible version that has updates that are more for quality of life, play better, just all these things. Even like Nintendo, I wish they would I have wondered, have all of the Switch first party Nintendo games on Switch, like the new games, have they all been given it some type of update to performance? I know they did some, but like even like Link's Awakening, did that get any update on performance to like actually make it run better?
I don't know. That's a really good question, because some of them it was baked in. So like depending on how the game was made, it could just, the Switch 2 automatically could just clock it up and it would run at a top level. If it had like a dynamic performance or whatever that
some of that NVIDIA
performance scaling and that kind of stuff.
It's in the chips. I
think there's a Bayonetta game that was like that, but
Bayonetta, Bayonetta, the last one, horrible. I'd have to look and see if that runs better, because I own Bayonetta 3. That game had a lot of problems. So I was looking here too. A lot, like I said, a lot of other games. We're getting new. I'm excited about the new Switch sports game. Very excited. I love Switch bowling. Bring me on board. Thumb wrestling apparently is so exciting. They had to have one of the big wigs of Nintendo do it, which I liked. That was a little bit of personality. I'll be honest. I think the Direct needed a lot more personality.
Way more. This was so Yep.
Kind of boring.
Keep going.
I mean,
do you think? Yep.
Yeah, I feel like at this point it's time to innovate again in this space because they were the innovators. Now everybody's copied them, and I think sometimes others do better at them. Pacing or just like that. And I mean, a lot of the games are great in this thing, but I just felt like it felt like just, hey, here's just another direct. It didn't feel like what you would expect Nintendo to bring. So I'm hoping that they're taking notes, maybe. And we do. I mean, they did introduce the new president of Nintendo of America, which maybe bring her in. Maybe she's got a good personality. Because I mean, I miss a lot of the old characters like Reggie and Iwata and Miyamoto would have fun. Some of those crazy things they used to do in their directs, like puppets and things like that. So
yeah, that's the thing is like you see, and that's what I mean. Like none of this was enough if you own any other consoles. Like there was nothing to set this apart to make you excited for a lot of stuff. Like they showed things off, but I don't know if it was like cut in a weird way or organized or ordered in a certain way, or if another trailers
I didn't know it had a pre-roll
or something
too,
like
Mark.
that.
I thought that was the beginning of the direct. That pre-roll for like 9 minutes where it's showing things like, oh, this is an interesting way to open the direct. Oh, like, nope, here's the direct now. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It was a really weird direct because there was like, if you see it listed, you see it on paper, and that's what I did at the start of this. I was reading kind of what was announced and I was like, darn, this was should have been a good show.
Content
it reads like a good show.
Kingdom Hearts 4.
Why was
the one that gets the bag with that, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear about though? I just have one thing. This is just the silliest thing in the world. Did you hear that they're delisting and are going to turn off the servers for the Resident Evil games that were streaming on Switch 1? Now that they're like real ones out there.
Did not hear that.
Do you think that they would give them like a $10 cost to upgrade them? No, they're giving them 50% off the other game. So like you're turning them off. They already own the games. You sold it to them. I mean, come on, guys. That's horrible.
That's not great.
Just give them like a $10 upgrade fee and say, okay, here you go. For each game.
Don't buy streaming games. But I mean, you say don't buy streaming games, but they can turn off a lot of our games at any point. Like, if you own a physical copy of Anthem, how's that play? It doesn't matter.
Good question. I think I found a copy of another game. I'm like, well, how would you play that?
I'll give you a hint. It doesn't matter because it doesn't work. It's a nice coaster. So I say don't buy streaming games, and I like if you can play it any other way, just don't. But most of our games can be taken away from us. I always see popping up on Facebook and stuff like physical only, don't support this, don't do this, boycott this, because it's just a download code or whatever. And
how many games fit on? None of the games on PS5 or Xbox actually play off the disc, right?
No,
they're just kind of like a key, like a game key card, and you download everything else. Even a lot of the Switch games. You get a cart, but like I forgot it was NBA 2K. You still had to download like half the game.
Yeah.
So
it's wild.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, what was the other? I mean, they had a new Final Fantasy game that apparently it's got something to do with it was based on a mobile game or something like that. But then they completely changed. They changed a lot of it. It's the 2D HD game. Apparently,
it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. I love that they're doing more with it. And I'm trying to think of any other big. I mean, Splatoon Raiders got more. They're getting a direct as well. Well, there we go. Final Fantasy Resonance. I mean, that got a first showing there. So there was a lot of really good stuff here. It's just hey guys, let's put some Nintendo magic back into this. However that is.
Yeah, I think everyone else had such a strong showcase that it was hard to follow a lot of that up. Like I said, we saw Rayman, we saw some of these on other things, even up to a year ago or more, that a lot of us who are multi-console, we've seen these, we've played these, or we've decided that we don't want to play them, or whatever the case may be. So without any personality, those things weren't enough to excite us. But I think looking today, I'm like looking at this list. I'm like, this is a great showcase. Why was I so down on this on the weekend? Talking to my brother at a wedding about how Nintendo needs to get puppets back or some kind of craziness, like you just said. So I'm hoping that the Switch the Switch 2 kind of catches up, because we've seen this same thing happen with Switch 1 where like Lego Batman's delayed, James Bond is delayed. Yeah. We're getting these re-release games of other games that are out, and you get that same problem of Lego Batman on the Switch 2 is going to be released, and I'm looking at that because the deluxe edition physical version comes with an NES Batman Lego minifig that's like purple.
It does?
Like the NES game. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, I didn't know about that, so I may have to double dip on that one, because I am getting it from GameFly on PS5. But to me, it was the game I wanted. But I'm like, I've got FOMO. I want to play that game because I mean, it looks so much fun. Everybody told me it's basically the next Arkham game. I'm like, but in a Lego form, and it's got all the movies in it, plus extra stuff that's not actually in the movies, but they make like it feels it all fits. So I'm like, you know what? That makes Todd a happy guy. I love that, and it's actually got really good combat, but still no online play. Which is, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Strange. So that looks great. And the deluxe edition for Switch 2 looks great, but I'm worried because a lot of times Lego games don't have a huge window before they start to go on sale. So you're going to see this in Canada, whatever, $120 deluxe edition on Switch 2 versus, if it goes on sale that quickly, I don't know. And then $80, $70, $60, it could be half price on Xbox by then. And it's like, man, I want to support the Switch 2, but it's really freaking hard when the games are 6 months to a year delayed from everything else, and you can get them. It's tough. But I mean, one thing in Nintendo's favor,
Mark, you'll love this too. It is on a game key card. So as well.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? I don't mind.
Reason
you still get a little cart you can hold in your hand. Yeah.
The only reason I'd get it is for that. Look at that minifig. It's fantastic. And I just played that. When I saw the minifig, I was like, Finn, look at this. It's from this game. And of course I loaded up on the Ambernick and passed him the device and got him to play with a Batman that looks like this. And we played it. Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah. That's, oh man, look at that. Oh man. When did we play Batman Beyond in a game? Come on now. Or just a suit, right? I assume, but still.
Yeah, that's just a suit. That's one of the DLC suits, the paid DLC. So if you get the big version of the game, you have to pay for that, or get the deluxe version and you get it all.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. That is probably going to get me in, because I feel like I heard there is issues with Switch 2 with Unreal Engine 5, apparently.
Okay.
So, which sucks. Yeah. Because you think, oh, well, it's more powerful. And so I hope they fix it. But yeah, this looks great. And you telling me that it's got that and it's $90 and Target, but apparently has the same thing happened where Amazon and Walmart are now basically matching the digital price for physical editions on Switch 2?
To be completely honest, I haven't really checked. So I'll have to.
They're doing that in the United States, which is great, because like I'm getting $50 for this game. I'll take that. Like Star Fox, I think I'm getting it for $50 physical. So like, why not? So
yeah, interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that plays out and how stores remain competitive. Because if you're talking $10, $15 between a digital and a physical, that's people start to. It's like, oh, can I afford food this week or a video game?
Exactly. Yep. It's very sad, Mark. Yeah. We're in a weird spot. You did had something else you wanted to mention about some numbers?
Yeah. So something that really made me happy this past week, I mentioned that Xbox had a great show. Sony had a great show. Jeff Keighley, Summer of Games, they had a great show. And then Nintendo had what should have been a great show, but compared to all the others, there was just, they were missing a little bit of that hype, but still overall some great announcements. However, people have spoken, and this excites me as a Skylanders fan, as a fan of platformers, as a fan of this character. the trailer watch numbers for Spyro, just on the whatever comes up when you search these trailers. So Spyro trailer. So this is the Xbox one. So I didn't even include these numbers.
Oh, really? Okay. So I was going to look at these. Yeah. So we can look and see what we've got here. We have the Nintendo one. That's 317.
Top one. Yeah, I didn't combine all of these. I looked at the Spyro channel itself.
Oh, there's a Spyro channel?
There's a Spyro channel, which is weird that it didn't pop up, because for me it popped up at the very top.
Oh, is this it?
8 days ago, 16
million. Yeah.
Look at that. Okay. That is crazy. 16 million. And I didn't add up the rest of those because I'm not going to be that crazy about this. When you compare that to some of the other trailers that were released this week.
Wait. They only have 33,000 subscribers? That's insane.
Right? So you compare
those 33,000 people have been watching this trailer a lot, Mark, including you. How many times you watch it, Mark? Yeah. Like 10,000 times already?
Yeah.
You just let it run.
I'm 1.5 million of those. It's been on repeat for 8 days. 6.4 for Wolverine on PlayStation's channel. I think that was the top one. Whatever it was on the top channel, I scrolled down a bit and I took the top number. I, again, didn't add them up. If they're more combined somewhere else, don't come at me. But I took the top number, 6.4 from PlayStation. No one else.
Yeah, the original trailer for Wolverine was 12 million. Yeah, so that was different. But yeah, 6.4. Oh, what's this?
Yeah. 10 and that's had a couple of other days.
Yeah.
That's had a couple more days. The 13 days for Wolverine, 8 days for Spyro. Ocarina of Time, 2.3 million. That didn't light the world on fire. Sorry, Nintendo. You got to show us more. Step up your game or get left behind, because Spyro is lighting the damn world on fire with his cute little wings and his fire breath. Look at that. Like GameSpot, I went to the official Nintendo one, 2.3 million right there on official Nintendo of America.
Yeah, that's not great.
That is terrible.
And they don't show thumbs down anymore, right? So
no.
Well, it only 127,000 thumbed it up that they liked it.
So comparatively, Nintendo has to step up their game. Wolverine, not too bad, but Spyro, something that Xbox owns that they could say this is exclusive. They've made a couple of other games exclusive with Gears and Clockwork, or what's it called?
Clockwork Revolution
game. Yeah. Revolution. Thank you. Spyro is an unknown, underappreciated heavy hitter for Xbox. They don't even know how good they have it. And they're sitting on like games like Spyro and all of these Activision games. You want a strong first party thing. Here it is. Give it to Toys to Bob, reignite the Skylanders thing. I'm not saying bring Toys to life back. If you want to, cool, but do it in the way that Star Atlas did.
You are, Mark. You are say bring it back.
They're fun. Finn and I have broken out some of the Skylanders, and we've been playing Skylanders Giants or a couple of others. Whatever we hooked up one to the Wii U that I still had a lot of the base and stuff for.
Remember After Chargers where there was the two amiibo?
Yeah. So I mean, if they brought back Toys to Life, cool. If you can figure out that distribution model and make it profitable, awesome. Xbox, I mean, I could see that having to be multi-platform, but I think Xbox has an unexpected heavy hitter. Like, look at Halo. Halo's got probably the worst of all of these. I think the Halo view numbers are maybe 1 million or less. I don't know this. I'm saying this off of vague memories. That wasn't one of the games that I included.
Even the Halo channel, the cinematic story trailer, 804,000 views. That's not
less than 1 million. So they think their heavy hitter is like Halo and
Skulls
Gears
video, which I thought was a very good video, 261,000.
Like what's Gears sitting at? I didn't even look at that one, but I'm very curious.
Yeah, it's really
but I bet it's nowhere near 16 million views on a freaking trailer.
And you know where Spyro started? The team that made it, right?
Yeah.
It was Insomniac, right? Yes.
Was that Insomniac that made that one?
Spyro. And it was PlayStation. Essentially,
it was a PlayStation game to start off. But yeah,
but I mean, Activision, a lot of Activision was in heavy with PlayStation, with Spyro, and then Naughty Dog with Crash.
Yeah, it was Insomniac, originally created by Insomniac for PlayStation.
Isn't that crazy?
Exclusive for PlayStation.
They had, taken over by
Vivendi, Activision. Like, this is a series that people are obviously clamoring for. I think bringing back Spyro, figuring some way to bring back some of the Skylanders, even if it was like a select team from the show or something like that. Like, I think you could cherry pick a few interesting personalities from Skylanders and keep this series going and attract the family audience that buys like consoles that they have one thing in their family. Like, you want to stick it to Nintendo, get this kind of stuff. Get Crash. You have franchises here, and you have 16 million views in 8 days on YouTube, absolutely eclipsing everything else that was announced last week. Dude,
I didn't even realize
Asha Sharma, pay attention. Like, this is the exclusive.
It's so frustrating because, I mean, obviously we're hearing, Toys for Bob thankfully was able to save themselves, and they were able to keep themselves alive, not become a support studio for Halo. And they said, give us our freedom. They did. And guess what they did? They pitched this game because they are big fans of Spyro. And there it goes. So why not? I hate to say it, but I mean, I wish somebody would just tell Double Fine, hey guys, I know you don't want to really do it, but we really could use you to make Banjo-Kazooie. Or, hey, Rare, I know you don't have a lot of resources because you're doing that. Hey, why don't you executive produce it and get the ukulele guys come on? Because by the way, they made a lot of those guys made ukulele. So it's like, why don't you do that? I mean, come on. Nintendo does it all the time. Nintendo, like, because Valen Studios is the one that's developing Star Fox. Nintendo is just executive producing it and publishing it. So I mean, I just kind of wish there was more of that. No, so I will say, Spyro has never been my favorite franchise. I played it. I played the Reignited series. I'm like, doesn't do much for me. I did love Skylanders. Totally get it. And so I wish this had been like Banjo-Kazooie instead, but I totally get it because Logan loved Nuts and Bolts. He loved that game to pieces.
I think this is good news for any of those games. Any of those kiddie games that Xbox has been sitting on saying these don't sell consoles, they don't sell copies. I hope all 16 million people who viewed that trailer go out and buy this, and they show Xbox like, oh shoot, this is where we need to lean. We like Sony's got the serious, gritty, story heavy stuff. They're doing that now. Like, you can still have Gears and you can still have Halo, but like, they're sitting on a treasure trove of these IP. Like,
Thieves is not grooming girl. He does great, right? So I think fans are okay with other things, and it's fine. Where's Viva Pinata, Mark? Cozy games are at the top of their game.
Should be there. But why did Bug Snacks take off and they haven't made a Viva Pinata game? They just keep dropping the ball on these franchises.
Catch them all,
they don't think
Nintendo.
people care about.
I mean, just my guys. Yeah, I mean, it's like in market. You just have to ask sometimes. Like, sometimes you got to think: are too many of Xbox games trying to go after? I don't even know what they're trying to go after. I mean, they're not. A lot of the games aren't selling great, so it's like, well,
they're trying to be Xbox 360 again. They're trying to be the heyday when we all got into Xbox and we were all playing Halo and Gears religiously, but they're not going to get back to that because no one cares.
Forza Horizon instead of Forza Motorsport.
And it's the same reason why Metroid Prime 4 kind of like fizzled. It's because like back in the day, Metroid Prime was a revolutionary, like a first-person adventure game. That's awesome, but they haven't evolved the franchise to be at a point where like it's still interesting. So it felt like an old game, but it was new, but it was just like, all right, cool. I see what you did
the retro
with this.
People, what do they do? They went over to Halo 4 and then they made an awesome Halo game because it looked so different. It looked beautiful. So I do feel like it is feeling like Xbox is going back. We're hearing all these rumors, and I don't want to get really into it because it's more negative news, but it does feel like they're looking to want to be like Activision than Xbox. Now. If you look what their franchise, they want to go after their biggest titles, get more. I mean, think of it like Activision. They practically drained all the blood out of Tony Hawk until they were told to stop when they put Tony Hawk Ride. Same thing with Guitar Hero until they basically broke all the instruments and they said, hey, we're gonna do it live, and that didn't work either. In a lot of ways, Bobby Kotick was all about like, we're milking these franchises. They need to spin out every dollar they can get. And essentially COD was the only one standing at the end of it because everybody else was like, I don't know if we're coming back to you guys. And I mean, the fact that they're not coming back with a new Guitar Hero is just really sad because I think we're back. Yeah. We're due back for it, right? Because they're making instruments 100%. Again.
Well, and that was the thing I was just going to say. Like I already mentioned, like, don't bring back toys to life, because I think that they, a couple of companies hit an interesting point with like Guitar Hero and Skylanders. Really hit an interesting point, but then everyone else was like, oh, me too. So Tony Hawk had to come with a peripheral.
Disney Infinity and
Disney Infinity came out, and Lego Dimensions came out, and then every single year you had to get
Starlink was the last one. Yeah, Starlink was the last one,
and that was the original franchises also started shooting themselves in the foot, because it was like, well, you can play this year's Guitar Hero, but you have to buy an all new accessory and an all new full drum kit and this and that and everything else. And it didn't
tracks
work with
don't follow the game sometimes, or maybe they do.
So it was like, we were left with this sea of plastic crap that we were upgrading every year. And it got to a point where it was like, this is too expensive.
All those Wii tennis rackets.
Yeah, this is crazy. I feel like I'm just throwing things out every year. I'm going to skip this year. Maybe I'll skip next year. And then people just started skipping it all together. And it just,
I guess you're lucky that Finn wasn't. Finn missed that era. Logan was definitely in that era. Oh my God. And I'm like, are we doing it again this year, bud? So I think we finally stopped. I can't remember what the last Skylanders we got into was. And I'm like, I kind of missed it. It was fun. And he had so much fun with it. I even still have some I think, is it here? It might be here.
But like buying new portals every single year, instead of just like, here's a portal and it's going to last for whatever, 2, 3, 4 years.
Yep.
If they had some foresight into like, here's the games we're making and the technology we need to put like 2 things on the portal or a little, whatever it is. And just focused on cool new characters rather than these little gimmicky things that made you buy a new portal every time. I think they could have sold like just game upgrades. It almost felt more like DLC rather than like a new $100, $200 accessory bundle that it was like, oh shoot, where am I going to put this?
Mark, are you aware on Steam what you can buy?
Disney Infinity Unlocked Edition?
Yes, the gold edition or whatever it's called.
Or 3 of them or whatever, however many there are. They're fantastic.
Awesome.
They're great.
Where's the Activision collection? Where's the Skylanders collection? Like,
this is what I'm saying. If they brought that back, like,
they could even bring cards. Like, they could just do NFC cards if they wanted, right?
Dude, like, this thing is all of my amiibo.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask you about that. Like, tell me. So we're kind of going all over the place, but Mark, tell us about your little device there, because you told me about it. I never got to really see it in practice or what it is. You tell me. I'm going to listen. I'm going to see if I can grab something. That looks.
This is an all amiibo. So it's a tiny, tiny little device. That's it in the case. If you're watching this video, it is very tiny, and it basically comes preloaded, and you can load up other ones if you would like, but it comes with amiibo for everything. So you can see the little menu there if you're watching the video, but it's organized by how it is. The reason I have this right here is because my son and I were going through Splatoon. We've been playing Splatoon 3 recently, and I've been giving him all of the outfits. So every single Splatoon amiibo is just listed here. And when you want one, you press down on it and it is ready to go. So you drop that on your Switch or Switch 2 controller or the console itself. And this right now thinks it's a small fry Splatoon amiibo. And I just switched it over. It now thinks it's the Splatoon Shiver amiibo. Now it thinks it's the Blue Octoling amiibo. And the Nintendo Switch reads these perfectly every single time and registers it as an amiibo. They are great, and it was not expensive at all.
I need to get more information on that too, because I'm curious about that one, because there were some things, if you could not find the amiibo, you were SOL.
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
And that was when amiibos were hard to find, right? It's like, well, just then why can't I just do this? Or it was like you got certain things with the amiibo, but not everything. So amiibo was always a weird thing, and they still make them now. Although I haven't heard. I mean, I haven't really gotten into amiibo in a long time. So yeah, did you get any? Have you gotten any amiibo recently?
No. The last ones I got were maybe Metroid Dread.
Okay,
like it's been a while. It's been a while since I got
my squishy. I still have my squishy Metroid, which I liked. That was fun.
I just again, it's one of those things that we don't have space, and they've gotten bigger and more expensive as they've gone, which is, I guess, better statue quality if you're collecting them for statues or whatever. But if you're just looking for
those Kirby ones were crazy. Those Kirby Air Rider ones, $50.
Yeah, wild, absolutely wild. But again, any new amiibo, the codes are usually up online pretty quickly, and you can download new ones. There's an app on your phone, or you can set it up through your computer and just load new NFC codes onto this little device, which I've done for newly released amiibo.
It just connects USB. Is that how it works? Just connect it by USB? Is there a program or something?
Wireless. Yeah, it's an app on your phone or wireless to browser. It's all done through the browser. It's really cool.
Very, very cool. Well, we could talk for ages because we normally would when we were doing co-op mode. And anybody who doesn't know, Mark was my co-host on co-op mode for how many years was it, Mark? 6?
Several.
7. 6? No, 6 because we started in 2019, right before COVID. Yeah. And then we stopped in last
fall.
Yeah, summer? I think it was or summer. Yeah,
something like that.
So this is always fun to catch up with Mark, see what he's doing. And then Mark, just my one thing that I saw that was announced. I am so excited for this. This is so dumb, but I'm gonna get it. And that is Derpy Tiger Lego.
I have not seen this until this very moment. Oh my god, that's cute.
It's so amazing. I'm like, okay, my wife is obsessed. I'm obsessed. I have the K-pop Demon Hunter vinyl album. We loved it so much.
It's such a great movie and soundtrack. Oh yeah, huge.
Right, I love the pieces. I will say, it's big when there was a parody of the song within the last Scary Movie 6.
Okay.
It was horrible. I mean, the parody was horrible. The movie was horrible, but the fact is that was in there. I'm like,
I don't know if you can see. There's so right there, if you can see this blue thing, that is a glow in the dark Derpy that I 3D printed.
I love that. I love the pieces. I'm going to have to tell you about a video game store at another date, or maybe just offline. But the guy who owns the video game store, he 3D prints everything, and it was amazing. Some of the stuff he made was like, oh, I'm so jealous. So I eventually am going to get a 3D printer. I just have to figure out when. So we'll go from there. So Mark, let's get into really quick food.
Food.
What was your best piece of food this week?
Best food I had was yesterday, Sunday. Got together with my parents and my family, and we ordered some artisanal pizzas from a local place that only opens up these little pop-up shops on the weekends, called Kraken Pizza, and they are so good.
Is this it? No, this is Italian, right?
No, that is not.
This is Kraken Ristorante Pizzeria.
Oh wow,
it's not the same one.
Kraken Pizza. That's fantastic.
Look for another one. I don't know if there's another one out here. I can look.
Don't know if he's on.
That's not it, right?
Try Kraken Pizza, maybe. That's not it either. I don't know if they're on Instagram. I know they're on
Pizza Kraken.
No, that's not the logo. Oh wait, go back for a second. Super riveting conversation.
Well, it makes it fun. Kraken Joe's Pizza?
Keep going down.
Pizza? This one?
One more.
Pizza Kraken?
There you go. Try that one? Guy. Yeah.
Camino? No, I don't think that's it.
No, that is not it. It looked like the logo for a second. So he's not on Instagram. He must, I think, maybe just on Facebook. Okay. But really, really good stuff.
Wow. I'm wrong again, but there's a lot of Kraken pizzas.
A lot of Kraken pizzas around the world. That's interesting.
That's good to hear.
These guys are great. Just really, really good pizza. Really like brick oven style. Like they're tasty. So it was a nice treat to do that and get together with my folks and just hang out. But the pizza was, man, fantastic.
I love pizza so much. And one of my favorite pizza places is actually a school bus, Mark.
I've seen that place. Incredible.
And it is amazing. And they use sourdough crust, and my wife can actually eat it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. They do the same kind of thing here. Like sourdough crust. My mom's celiac, so they do a special crust for her too. Yeah, they're amazing. Brick oven bus. I love that. Such a cool concept.
And so, whenever they're at an event, and they just drive around. Obviously, having a school bus helps, but they just drive around, and the pizza is amazing. And I'm so jealous because my wife went to someplace and the bus was there, and I'm like, "Did you get the pizza?" No, I got this. I'm like, "Oh, very disappointing. Very disappointing." Yeah. Well, very good. I love a good pizza. What was your pizza of choice?
We just got pepperoni and cheese. Kept it simple. My dad got something meaty, something or other, full of different kind of meats. That was awesome. But for us, we just got the pepperoni and cheese. But I did sample a little, and like I said, my mom got the gluten-free crust and said hers was good. But I didn't want to steal a piece of hers because it was just her special pizza.
You can only have so little. Love it.
Yeah.
And apparently there's a Kraken pizza down in Panama City Beach. So, Mark, wow. Oh no, here we go.
Lots of Krakens.
Here is Kraken Pizza. That's their logo. You're right. I think this is it. Right here. Yeah.
That's the one. That's them.
They're on a TV show too. Cool.
Oh, cool.
All right. There we go. There we go.
That is the exact pizza that I had. Yeah.
Oh, look at that cider too. Island Folk. Is that a brewery?
Island Folk. I know the girl that owns that place.
I love the awesome picture.
Shout out to Island Folk and Jill. I've done some trivia stuff there. I ran a Star Wars trivia night there.
Nice.
I've gone to a few different events. Island Folk cider always really good.
That wood fire oven. Look at that. Look at that thing. The crust looks so delicious.
Yeah. So good.
Man,
so good. Great combination. Kraken Pizza and Island Folk. Really, really good.
Island Folk. It sounds Island folk. They're good folk.
Yeah.
Sounds like hillbillies.
Good stuff. Yeah. No, Jill's got a great thing going there. She's really built that up over the last few years.
That's good. Speaking of which, have you seen Widow's Bay?
No.
Apple TV. You got to watch it, Mark. It's about like a small little town that's trying to become like the new Martha's Vineyard. And unfortunately, it's cursed. Bad things are happening. It's amazing. It's with some of the creators of Parks and Rec, but it's actually a little bit scary. It's very good.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah,
Widow's Bay?
Fun. Widow's Bay. It just finished up its first season, and it's been renewed for season 2. My wife and I watched it. It is creepy, but also goofy and interesting. And the people in the town are weird. Stephen Root plays the weirdest of the island folk. Because they are island folks. That's true.
You said Apple TV.
Apple TV. Yeah.
I just added that to my watch list.
Absolutely best thing to watch. So let's get into what we watched. I mentioned Scary Movie 6, Mark.
How was it?
Made a lot of money week 1. Then dropped like 75% the next week. It's not
everything's doing that. Have you noticed? All the Mandalorian fandom, and Grogu tanked after week 2. He-Man 71% drop if I'm not mistaken. Scary Movie. Every single thing. People are going out the first week and then it's like, screw it, I'll wait for streaming.
Made by a YouTube creator who's like 20 years old.
Yeah, right.
Or 25, because the guy who made Obsession now is like dropping very little every week and making they say it's going to make almost $300 million. And then like Backrooms made for $750,000 now is like over $125 million in the US. I mean, like, or North America. It's kind of crazy. So but horrible movie. Had a couple of mid-credit scenes that were kind of just horrible. The movie was written horribly. Just I don't even know what to say. I mean, I loved the scary movies back in the day, and maybe I was just dumber.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the first movie I remember seeing with my dad and my sister, and we laughed our butts off. But maybe they were just a little bit more. They weren't going for just this. I felt like this movie was so heavy on pot jokes and sex jokes.
Yeah,
it's like, is that what we're doing? There's some things that were really questionable too. I'm like, we're really gonna do that? And
it used to be edgy, but now it's legal everywhere. I don't know if it is down there, but like it's legal here, so it's not. It doesn't have the same punch to it or something. It's like
Cheech and Chong when it was legal.
My pharmacist uncle's like smoking or something. It's just like it doesn't have the same.
There's like CB. There's
edgy.
There's a. I don't know, what do they call them anymore? CBD or whatever they call the pot shops or whatever. I mean, they're everywhere. Dispensary. So it's like, I mean, same. It's kind of like being edgy and going to Walmart, I guess, at this point. But yeah, I mean, I'll just say, hey, kids, close your ears. A little girl picks up a severed testicles.
Okay. Yeah.
And then she says, WTF. I'm not going to swear like that, but I mean, in this movie, they didn't give two craps. They're everybody's dropping F-bombs like every 2 seconds. And it was too much. It was too much. It was a lot of really poorly aged jokes. I think they're still thinking they can tell like really bad, like LGBTQ jokes. Yeah, it didn't age well. Like one of the main characters he's not an out gay guy, but yeah, there's a lot there. So don't see it, folks. I don't see it. I think there was a couple of scenes that I thought were decent. Yeah, so don't go there. But that's a movie I highly recommend. I saw this when I was at Michigan with my sister. We got to visit my mom, and my sister, myself, and my mom actually got to hang out by ourselves. No kids, no other family members. Have not done that since I was in college, like 30 years ago.
Wow.
So it was great. It was a great way for us to all catch up, help my mom with some things. She's aging. So, there's certain things like help, like she's also kind of a little bit of a hoarder. So we were cleaning out a garage. That took a lot of time, but it was well worth it. We bonded a lot. We went to see and then my mom was golfing. I was like, oh, I'm going to go golfing, kids, because she's in the league. So mom went golfing, and then we saw Devil Wears Prada 2. Awesome. And I had not seen Devil Wears Prada 1. So, I mean,
really,
it didn't have like a steep. Well, I don't know why I never did, because I like comedies. I loved rom-coms and all those fun things. And I liked, but I don't know why I never did. But so we did miss like the first 5 minutes, which kind of sucked because there's a plot point about an article that kind of was the reason why Anne Hathaway was brought in. But that's okay. Everything else is amazing in the movie. I loved it. I thought it was well done. Some good twists. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm sure I missed a lot of the things because there's one guy who would just show up in scenes. I'm like, who's this dude talking to Anne Hathaway? Apparently he was another fellow reporter, but he went off and did real stuff. And yeah, so I missed quite a bit, but I still highly enjoyed it. Well written. Stanley Tucci, national. I would say national. He's a world treasure.
Oh, he's fantastic.
And by the way, Mark, if you want to watch something very funny, Stanley Tucci did a Levi's 501 commercial back in like 1985. It's absolutely hilarious because you look at him, you're like, man, that dude was smoking back in the day. But he was already starting to lose his hair. So it was great to see him. I'm like, man, he is so good. And the fact that he's okay with not being he's okay with like being a character actor. I think it's great.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. He's great.
I will say one thing that's tied into food is, have you ever seen Big Night?
I don't think so. No.
Oh my goodness. So I will tell you, this is like a bonus. So I'm going to show you the trailer for Big Night. Just the beginning of it. I think this is a movie. If you love food, this is an amazing movie. Stanley Tucci and Monk. What's his name?
So the Mrs. Maisel's dad.
Yes.
Shaloub?
Yes, Tony Shalhoub. They're brothers. They run an Italian restaurant in the middle of this podunk town in the I think it's in like the mid 60s, and they're struggling. So it's all about them having a big night because they hear that Frank Sinatra is going to be eating at their restaurant this one night. So it's one big night to basically save the restaurant. it is all about food. They go through this process of making this one dish that's amazing, and it is a love letter to food and brothers and music. And the way they talk about food in this movie is so amazing. It's so well done. It's so, I think it's that Mini Driver. It might be Mini Drivers in there too. But yeah, Stanley Tucci is great in it. Tony Shalhoub is great in it. And it's just an amazing movie. So highly recommend Big Night. It is so good.
See where that's streaming.
It's fun, and it has some things in it that kind of like break your heart. But you do feel like this is a movie that just is. It was a love letter. It just they loved making this movie. So I don't know if he wrote it. I don't know. I mean, so yeah, it's a great movie. But yeah, it's from mid '90s. I remember seeing the review of it. I'm like, this movie sounds amazing. I watched it. So watch Big Night. Stanley Tucci. Chef's kiss. Also, the husband of Julia Childs in the Julia Childs movie, and I just went to a Julia Childs exhibit, which was amazing as well. So there you go. Awesome. Yeah, you got a little bit of bonus stuff going on. Yeah, and then so Mark, I had I don't think you know him, but he did the waiver wire Wizards with myself and Sean. It is Chance Siegel, and he is a huge Bond fan. And so he also has been watching a lot of Bond films. So the fun thing is I was supposed to go to a Bond movie event at this really cool old theater called Parkview Theater in Minneapolis. And they were doing a cool combo, Mark. They were doing like a Bond film, but also like a musical act at the beginning. So I was going to do that.
Cool.
They had GoldenEye. Wow. They had The Man with the Golden Gun, and I believe they had Dr. No. So I was supposed to go to one of those. I didn't, but it's a great theater. It's old retro theater. It's amazing. Nice. So I've not seen. I really want to go watch all the Bond movies again. I really do. One of my good friend Steve is a huge Bond aficionado. He actually owns a standee from the theater, unopened, of GoldenEye.
Wow! And
I laugh because I tell him, "Hey, Steve, you never open it up. You think it's really in there?" He goes, "I don't want to open it. I want to know." I'm like, dude, if you're gonna be lucky if that thing doesn't. I mean, it's cardboard. I mean, you can only preserve cardboard so much. So, so what movies have you been watching, and what's your highlight? So
I have been watching them all. I've been a big Bond fan pretty much my whole life. My grandmother was a huge James Bond fan, so I grew up watching all of these movies. She had them all, I think, on like VHS or DVD, or as they progressed or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So watching them kind of always reminds me of being over their place or talking to her about James Bond movies, which was awesome. So I haven't done a Bond marathon. I'm going to say probably 15 to 20 years, maybe. No, it's probably 15, I guess. Cause I remember my wife, before she was my wife, bought me a collection, because it was like the last collection that I needed. There were a few different like collections of Blu-rays or DVDs or whatever, with all of the movies in them.
And now that you need them in Ultra HD.
And that's it. Yeah. So now I have been streaming these instead of using my actual physical collection, which whatever.
Of course.
But I went back. I'm starting from the very start, and I'm watching every single movie straight through, and just seeing the series progress. It is so funny seeing just how dated some of the really old ones are, and just like racist stuff, sexist stuff that's just like what you said with Scary Movie. It's just like, oh, you can't do that now.
No, it's kind of interesting based on the era, right? It's like when it was done. What was it? Live and Let Die. That movie, kind of voodoo, New Orleans, and
dude, that's a tame one. That is tame. Some of the old Connery stuff is just wild. But it's an interesting look at the times, I suppose, when these things were made, because they go back quite a ways. Early 60s.
Yeah.
So
I think 60s.
Yes, it's been in
66. Was that the first movie?
Oh, I thought it was earlier than that, but it could have been.
Was it? I mean, maybe. Yeah, it's older.
Let me just look up James Bond movies in order. Here we go. 1962, Dr. No.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
So
And the books,
I've
the
done,
books they were all based on, they were coming out, what, 40s and 50s?
Yeah. Yeah. I've read a few of the books too. I still have a few of those upstairs. But it's funny, like Casino Royale was the first book. And it's one of the few that I own. And seeing like where they took Bond in the movies and where they took him in this new game, which I think is probably closer to a book accurate Bond with like the scar and some of the mannerisms and stuff, but also he's a lot more modern than he was obviously in the books from the 40s and the movies from the 60s. So it's always an interesting thing about watching them reinvent James Bond and kind of keep like a vague continuation of like some of the characters are the same, some of them change, some of the storylines are completely ignored by the next movie. Like when they replaced Sean Connery with George Lazenby, like this unknown model from Australia for Her Majesty's Secret Service, he got married and then kind of like, spoiler alert, like she died by the end of the film. And then the next time, like you see Connery back, he's in Diamonds Are Forever, which is the one I just finished. So I'm almost on the Roger Moore movies with Live and Let Die, but Diamonds Are Forever, like there's not really a mention of like any of that stuff. Like it's just, Connery's back and he's back for one more thing and they just kind of keep going with it. But like you had the same cue basically right up until he died, like it's just so that dude saw what 5 different James Bonds and it was this weird little continuation, but like it's such a weird franchise, especially nowadays when things are so canon heavy and we've got MCU and Star Wars and stuff and fans just picking these things apart. So it's been a fun franchise to go and watch from the start. I'm looking forward to keeping going with it. And it's funny talking to people as I'm going through, like I talk to the guys at work and the guys closer to my age, we're like, oh no, Pierce Brosnan's like the best Bond. And then you get a little bit older guys and they're like, no, Connery's the best Bond. And you get that like mid guys in between that are like, no, Roger Moore is clearly the best James Bond. And like, okay, cool. So the Bond that you saw when you were 10 is the best James Bond. Awesome. That is how that works.
It's just like the music. What do they say? Your music that you listen to this era is going to be your favorite music, and typically you start falling off and stop liking music again. For some reason. It is interesting because I would say my age, the first Bond I had saw in the theater was Octopussy, 1983. That would have been Roger Moore. Right. And then I saw there was a couple more, I think, after that, because I think it was View to Kill. And then was that his last Bond film? Then Timothy
That was his
Dalton.
last, yeah. And then they did the 2 with Timothy Dalton.
Which got screwed as genre, as a James Bond, because he was doing the most intense. He was doing like all these things that really were not the normal Bond thing. He was more serious. He was basically out for revenge, right? I mean, he was just dealing with a lot, and which was probably closer to was that closer? Would you say closer to what James Bond was like in the books? Because I haven't read the books.
Oh yeah. James Bond in the books is like straight up. That's like I said.
I know he's horribly sexist and alcoholic, but as well, right?
Yeah, but a lot more action heavy, a lot more brutal, a lot more like the torture scene from the Casino Royale, like definitely fit more into the books. Like it was, they were gritty. They were, what was that?
Less gadget heavy too?
Early on. Yep. I mean, there's always been gadgets, but it was always more realistic-ish practical gadgets, or he'd have kind of like the game, like you camera, one or two kind of thing, small thing or something else. Yeah. Small things that could be hidden. It wasn't, until later on.
Moore really was the first one to really. I mean, he went overboard, right?
Well, I mean, they started off doing. Was it You Only Live Twice? I think they had a helicopter that Q brought in, like a couple of guys, and they built a helicopter in a room. So like, there's I mean, that one also had like Yellowface, and that was a terrible movie.
Yeah,
for a lot of different reasons. But like they started getting into some of the gadgets back then, and then fell off of it again, and then brought it back with Roger Moore, and then fell off of it again with Dalton, and then brought some of it back with Pierce Brosnan. And so that's even an interesting thing. You can go kind of on a meta dive into just the gadgetry of Bond. So it's a fun rewatch if you have some time and patience, and try not to take things too seriously, because boy, can you get offended. But I'm trying just to watch them for what they are.
I mean, I think that's important. I mean, it's just like a lot of things. Some things just don't age well. It's fine as long as I think we all have learned from it. And Disney, I think Disney's finally stopped just doing this was made at a time, blah blah blah. And it's just like
the same warnings on these. At least
really?
There's a streaming service in Canada called Crave. And it has a lot of like the HBO stuff. It has all the James Bond movies. So this is, but they've done the same warnings. This movie is presented as it was filmed. It is from a specific time in a specific place in a specific worldview, and that's how we're presenting it. It is what it is. Basically, is like the message. They're just like, hey, don't cancel us, because this is what it was made and this is what we're showing you. We're not going to edit it for modern times. So yeah, Disney's doing that, I think, still. And these James Bond movies, there's been a warning in front of all of them.
Okay. Well, that's you know what? Okay. So James Bond, enjoy it for what it is, folks. And I listen to a podcast called We Enjoy. They used to be IGN guys that did they did a movie show. And it was great. They reviewed movies and stuff. Well, they are back now doing a Patreon based podcast. Some of the guys still freelance for IGN, but they have been going through like an arc of James Bond films, and they did cover Her Majesty's Secret Service, and they had a really unique take on it. I really liked it. They go deep and they talk about some things. They give their insights, they give their thoughts, and it's a really good podcast. And they do that plus like just the news. They cover that. So they typically will do like a retrospective on a movie, and then they'll do this. And they typically do series like, hey, we're going to cover 7 Steven Spielberg films. So highly recommended. Mark, check out what they thought about the James Bond James Bond movies, because I would be interested to hear what their insights are.
Yeah.
And what you think?
I'll have to check that out. It's because I do enjoy On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Like I thought,
they did too.
We did a great job. Like I thought the action was good. There was constant action. I thought the whole play of like Bond finding romance, but still having to balance being a secret agent, and the way he finds romance and the family that it's with. It's like you're juggling both sides of the coin kind of thing with a crime family and being on Her Majesty's Secret Service. I like that movie for what it is. And it's,
I've never seen it, so I really would like to see it.
Oh, it's an
kind of like Casino Royale, all the weird different versions of Casino Royale, right? With the Woody Allen version too. Yeah. Jimmy Bond and like, I mean, some odd things. And then you get like the remake of, was it Thunderball?
Right.
Yeah. Never Say Never Again, right? Is that how it worked with the rights of that film? And they could do it. Very weird. James Bond has so many weird, like
something weird. Yeah.
Like So now
and that was bringing Connery back too, like right in the middle of Roger Moore.
Mm-hmm.
They were both released in like the early 80s, weren't they?
Yeah.
They're like even like the same. Yeah. Super weird. Weird.
Yeah. Now Amazon owns it, and I believe the Broccolis are just said, "Here you go." After they got paid off,
they'd
give them like, "Oh, here's an extra $10 million, Barbara, so we can do whatever we want." So sure, yep. I'm gonna die one day anyway, so here you go. All right, let's get into some music, books, and hobbies. So, Mark, if I look at this right, is that a one of my son's favorite authors?
Books. So I finished 2 books. Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn. I read the first one. Absolutely loved it. So good. Need to read the rest, but I'm trying to read a whole bunch of different things right now. So I can't dive into one thing, especially with the Cosmere and like there's 3 kind of like Mistborn trilogy, but then there's a whole other world and more books in the series and stuff. And I'm like, on my wish list, but
that
I need
dude
to
is
move
a
on to
beast. He writes
some other
books
stuff.
like you wouldn't
He
believe.
is insane, crazy, and he's writing the screenplay now. So the two books that I've read,
I find that's amazing. I'm so excited because
very cool. So he's an interesting character, and this was the first book, and he is such a great writer. I kind of figured with his pace and the amount of books that he's released, I was like, something's got to give. Like, is this guy just like pooping these books out? And they're like, okay, but like
he's actually AI Mark.
Great.
We know, or he's like Ultron, right?
It was written so long ago, you don't have to worry about that now. But like,
exactly.
Early model, maybe. He is good though, man, so good. And I've read that, or I've seen that if you read one book and enjoy it, but by the time you finish the trilogy, there's stuff that like goes back to the first book, and the whole series is like individually as books, they're good or great, but as a series, it's like next level excellent kind of thing. So I need to read that series. But right now I've moved on to something that Michael B. Jordan is turning into a show for Amazon, maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be Prime,
Okay.
or it might be one of the other streaming services and not Prime, but I think it's Prime. Anyway, Fourth Wing. I've heard that, Michael B. Jordan bought the rights to this. He's working on producing it or whatever it is, and they're developing it right now. It's about dragons, so it got my interest with Michael B. Jordan and dragons. I will say it is a more modern book than that's the one. I've got mine right there, exact same cover that we're looking at. I will say Fourth Wing is definitely a more modern book and is more I don't want to say YA because there's some serious stuff and some language in it. But it reads more like a YA, like more Hunger Games-esque, and then like there's a lot of modern writing and modern speaking in a kind of fantasy dragon setting, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit, but I can understand everything. Everything's very plainly written and stuff like that, but it's still building a very interesting world. So I'm very, very, very early on in Fourth Wing. So don't come at me if this is like the best book you've ever read. And I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not as good as Mistborn for me so far.
Okay.
But I'm interested. I'm sticking with it.
I'm glad to see more books being adapted from other series. My favorite author of all time, man, he's been trying to get something. He's getting like all of his pilots for his books. It's Robert James Raymond E. Feast. I actually interviewed him, Mark, on an episode, and my internet went down enough so we couldn't do video. So it was my face or my voice and his video. I actually need to dredge it up and republish it because it was really good. He's an amazing guy, and he does he does the Riftwar Legacy, which he was a peer to George R. Martin, and it was always funny because George was like, "Well, yours will be adapted before mine will," and that never happened because it's just finding the right partner and everything like that. I mean, so many books never get turned into something just because it's not the right fit. So it's amazing when a book gets made, and I just love when an adaptation is amazing too. I still need to finish the Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. I watched a little bit of it and I liked it, but I need to watch more of it. So very cool, man. I like that, Michael B. Jordan involved with that makes me very happy. And it sounds like Jonathan Nolan's involved too, which is amazing because Jonathan Nolan.
Interesting.
He makes amazing stuff too. It's great.
I've been I think we talked about it a while ago, but I've been writing a book and then paused that to write a couple of kids' books that I've sent out to publishers, and I'm thinking about just illustrating it myself so I can skip the publisher route. And now I'm back into writing my own book, and a couple of chapters in, but I've been trying to read more in the meantime to get a couple of good comp titles if I do want to like compare it to something else, or even just to see what other people are doing in like the fantasy space and the adventure space and all that kind of stuff. So I've got kind of, like I said, I can't rest on Mistborn because I don't want everything to be like fully inspired or compared to that. So I'm trying to read as much from different people. So next up after this, I think will be The Devils, which my brother highly recommended. But I've got several other things, and I downloaded a ton of like old pirate books. It was this collection of pirate books. So there's a ton of those. So I want to read those because I realized, having pirates in my book, I don't know how to accurately write, ship descriptions from that time frame. Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of ship research. My YouTube algorithm is crazy because I've been researching like 17th century pirate ships and sailing vessels and stuff like that, and reading old books from that period and from more modern periods and stuff, intermingled within Mistborn and Fourth Wing and other fantasy books. So just trying to make sure I know what I'm talking about and can round out the world and make it seem real. But that's, yeah. So I've been doing all this stuff as like research and pleasure. So it's been an interesting kind of like, journey to read things and write things at the same time and play all that.
Oh man, Mark, we went to the San Diego Maritime Museum when we were in California in January. And one of the ships they have there is one of the ships from Master and Commander.
Beautiful.
It now lives there. It's amazing. It's amazing. The ships they have there are awesome. This is another one of the ships they have, the Surprise. It was great to go through the ships and just see what it was all about. They have the submarine there was the deepest diving submarine ever. It was basically an experimental vessel. That they have all these cool different. There's the HMS Surprise, which is that's the vessel from used in the filming of it. Not all parts of it, but part of it. Now it's docked there permanently. They have this really cool museum on the steam ferry, which is actually a real ferry that was used in that area. And then they have this Star of India as well. It's really cool. And we enjoyed that quite a bit. And then they have an aircraft carrier further down the road, which is awesome. And we had to tour the aircraft carrier. That was pretty awesome.
So I've been on tall ships before. They'll do like a tall ship run through here and like through the
harbor. We get them through Duluth. I've always wanted to see them.
Yeah. They're great. I've been on them enough that I could probably do so, but I like I said, I wanted to really do the research to see how other people have written ships before, and it's been fun research.
That technical aspect is very hard. My wife did it was basically a book about a girl who it's basically supposed to represent like real tragedies and things where females survive and they do something heroic. But it's basically a fictional account because she's creating a character for it in their viewpoint. So she did one for the basically the tsunami in Thailand and about this girl with her mother, and they were visiting because her mother was from Thailand and she had never been there with her mother. And the research she had to do was just intense. So totally get it, man. And that's what's going to take you probably the majority of the time is just to get your facts right, making sure it's good because you don't want people to like go, well, actually, and like, then you use credibility. So
the nice thing is it's fantasy, not anything historic. It's not.
Then you go whole ham, man. It's got a cool space engine, right?
I can take some liberties, but I'm trying to kind of keep it at least grounded within the reality that I've
exactly kind of like hard fiction, or what they call it, like
time frame,
maybe.
Yeah, there's certain time frame allegories that I'm like, okay, it's kind of this, but they haven't quite hit this level. There might be electricity in some bigger cities, but not everywhere. That kind of century turning point. So it's been an interesting bit of research to put everything together and go through all that kind of stuff, but trying to do it right. At least it checks off some boxes in my brain. We'll see.
Yeah, I tell you right now, my wife is she has gone back for some. She has her master's in children literature, and she has now gone back for basically a semester of just working with one of the senior faculty and developing an idea. So that's been really engaging for her to learn like a new format that she hasn't done before, which is really cool. Awesome. But then she, in the midst of it, she's writing 2 different series for 2 different publishers. So working with another publisher is unique for her too. So she's enjoying quite a bit, and it's work for hire. So
Amazing.
It's going to be fun to see those books come out, because she doesn't. Nothing's been announced yet, and I can't say anything. So, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So very cool.
That's awesome.
Especially if you like fanciful things, is all I'll say. So yeah.
Okay.
So for myself, I went to an amazing concert last Thursday. Talked a little bit that I was going to go to this, but it's I'm going to even play the music. Hopefully I don't get banned. But this guy is amazing. His name is Joscko Stephan. He is from Germany, and he travels with these other musicians. Different guys actually were on the tour with him. He's touring right now. He is this amazing classical guitarist, but he can also do everything. Guy has a bass guitar and then basically a rhythm guitar guy. But they will go off and riff and do things. Amazing. And they're so much fun. We saw them at a church perform, and they riff. So if you can hear it, I'll be quiet for a second. This guy is amazing. And I'm going to fast forward a little bit because he gets crazy. And he puts in a fade black or painted black from the Stones. And I'll probably get a little bit more where he gets good. When he gets riffing, Mark, I mean, I cannot believe his hands can go that fast.
Yeah.
He played for like an hour and a half. Didn't take any breaks or intermissions.
Wow.
So funny, told stories. And I'm like, I don't know how he does this. I'm like, Logan's like, well, practicing that. I'm like, of course, Logan. But we were all impressed, blown away.
Wow. Yeah.
And when he gets into it, I don't know how he does it. His hands move.
Just that right there. It's
amazing. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. If they're in your town, they'd never been in Minneapolis before. And I don't know. I think they're in my Facebook algorithm, because I will tell you, Facebook, I'm just going to mute them now so I don't get in trouble. But Facebook has this thing, Mark, where a lot of musicians are basically, we'll send you, it's a free CD. Just pay for shipping. So I've been getting all of these CDs because I'm like, oh, I like that song. So I buy it. It's like $6 for shipping. I'm like, you know what? I feel good. So then now it's like half of my feed is now just music, which makes me very happy. Very cool. All these bands. Okay. And then they just popped up on my feed too. And I'm like, oh, so folks, avoid the news on Facebook. Just look for dumb pet videos, stupid things. I've been watching so many otter videos, Mark. You wouldn't believe it. This person in Japan owns 2 otters, and they're so funny. And just watching them eat, and I'm like, I don't know how they got permission to have otters in their apartment. Then they went on a road trip to a resort, and then a corgi joined them. It was adorable. It was so good. Amazing. So yeah, check out sea otter videos. I bet if I pulled up right now, I'd probably find them. Their names are like nothing. No, it is Kotaro and Hana. They are so cute. They're so cute.
Kotaro and Hana. Wow.
And they're in Japan, and the subtitles and everything are like the little things they make are so funny. They have so many pools, and they just play.
Water puppies.
I know, they're adorable, and it's funny. The one, and then they have all this water, Mark, and then the one gets a bowl of like dry food, and they eat everything, but has to put the dry food in the wet food, then eats it. So it's like this weird thing, and they're just goofy. And they have just look at their little hands. Yeah. So show this to Finn. You guys can just sit there, and the like I said, all of the little credits are funny with them, and they have fun. And I don't know why this one's giving me French subtitles, Mark. It must be the French Canadians are invading me. So there you go.
We're taking over.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess so. So there you go. Check out Katana and Hannah, or Tara and Hannah. They're great.
I did a summer camp at our local wildlife park that had two otters there, and they were named Peanut Butter and Jelly, and they were the funniest things you'd ever want to see. They're so funny.
Lie on their backs, and then they crack open clams
with their special rocks. They evolved a pocket for their rocks. They're so cute.
Man, why couldn't we adapt? Why couldn't we grow pockets, Mark?
Right? I mean, they're so great.
We have hoodies, I guess. I guess we don't have to do that. Humans don't really have to do that, right? We don't have to adapt. We lost our tails, and that was about it.
But do you ever go out and you find a really good rock, and you're like, I wish I had a special pocket just for this rock.
True.
That just
it wouldn't end up in the laundry. It would just be ended up in your pocket. If you forgot it, probably like
gotta have it in your forever pocket. This is that special of a rock.
Well, Mark, we do have a prison wallet, so there's that.
Not while I'm drinking, Todd. Jesus.
Wow. Yeah, the prison wallet.
Said that.
That's where you hide your watch, right? When Christopher Walken needs to get it to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's an option.
That's the thing. There it is.
Certainly an option.
Okay, let's pivot then it sounds like we've both been playing James Bond. My goodness. First Light, amazing game. The montage training. Mark, where are you at in the game?
A couple of missions in. I've done what's the airport thing and on the plane.
Oh, that mission is so amazing. And when you realize, I can just start blowing crap up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so fun. And then the very, very uncharted feeling jumping out of the plane and then waking up and all that kind of stuff.
Controlling the plane was so cool.
So great with the watch.
What can I do?
So good. So what's the next mission after that? I think I'm one or two missions
the hotel? Or the
I'm past that too. Yes, past all that.
So are you, let's see, what did I get? The club mission was awesome.
It was. That was really great. Yeah.
Let's see. So I did get past that mission and I'm like in Africa now. Are you in Africa?
Okay. Whatever one after the chess hotel thing, I'm there. What's that one?
Okay. Are you with your director?
Yeah, I think I'm back right now. Actually, I'm immediately after. I'm not going to say anything.
So you're with Q having a discussion?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So I am after. I'm on the mission that's leading to. So that mission's pretty cool too. It's very neat. I will say it's pirate themed. Is all I'll say. Not the way you think.
Perfect. Well,
and you do get to meet Lenny Kravitz finally.
Excellent. I've been wondering when when he
shows up. It's okay. All right. That's kind of neat. Yeah. I first I was like, am I going to really like this game? I'm like, absolutely. I mean, I don't love stealth.
So cinematic.
But it does it pretty fun. And it's so much better than Hitman, the fact that it allows you to kind of contain something rather than everybody just comes and invades you, right? It says, it'll give you like, hey, it's been contained. Great. If you screw up your stealth, you can fix it. Typically with your fists.
Yeah, I like that because I have screwed up a couple of times and it's just like 6 guys come over. If you can win the fight, cool. If you can't, you start over for a second and it's not too bad.
And the checkpoints are good.
Yeah. It's been so far non-annoying, which is usually my big like stepping away point with stealth games. Is it gets to a point where it's annoying.
Like I did everything right and I made one bad move and I have to do it all over again.
Or you're sitting and waiting for someone to move and you can't distract them and then this AI's movement hasn't really synced with this one, so they're never in the places that they need to be for you to sneak by.
Or you don't have good field of view, right? Or you don't have a good radar. Like there's no radar. So it's like, where the hell are they? I didn't see them.
And there's multiple ways to do stuff. So if you want to toss something over in a distraction, if you want to
make a guy
stealthily
sick.
take a couple of guys out, make one sick, tip over something on top of someone,
turn on a vacuum cleaner,
rip a piece of armor off and make a loud bang, and then just kind of like hand it to someone and be like, sorry. It's inventive and cinematic, and
I really like the combat too.
Yeah.
It's like there's a glass case. Of course, I'm going to hit the guy through the glass case, hit him on his head. I'm going to throw that bottle that was in that glass case and throw it at that guy.
Dude, throwing stuff, I did not expect that mechanic to be so satisfying.
I was like, I keep forgetting. Oh, yeah. You can just pick up another gun.
Guns, bricks, items that are close by. You hit someone, you notice something on a table, you whip it at their head. It's
very
immensely satisfying.
It feels good. It's like it's not. It's similar to like Arkham Combat in a way, but not the same. It's not like balletic. Like you're not like bouncing and bouncing. It's like you're scrambling.
It's got the same crunchy feel. I'm backing you up on that one. Yeah.
But it's not like you're Batman where you fly across to the other guy and go boom, 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 boom.
No, you're not doing that. But it's got a crunchy feel to like the punches. You feel the weightiness of it the same way you do in Arkham. That's a good comparison.
and Bond isn't. I mean, he is not a superstar or super soldier. He is still a man, which I enjoy too. And I keep forgetting you have that like slow down mechanic to fire, so I keep forgetting that. Yeah, but it's really good. I am so happy with the game. And Mark, I was showing you. Did you see the special edition with the golden gun?
So good. I know a guy that got it. His name's actually Ian Fleming.
Oh, really?
His friend.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Not related?
No, that's just his
name.
I
think you get it. I mean, if you're Ian Fleming, I hope they would send his estate or Ian
That's
Fleming,
what I said. I was like, man, you created this character. Did they send this for you for free? He's like, no, I had to buy it and wait for it. And
but it's like,
excited
I'm the guy who wrote the books. Are they going to really know? Has anybody ever seen Ian Fleming? No. Has he happened to
be like he died in 1960 years or something. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Here's my ID.
It's all fine.
And he wasn't probably from Jersey, but that's okay. But can you actually pick out the gun? Or is it just like in a case?
No, it's half of a gun. It's permanently mounted to the case. And if you did, you could unscrew it, but it's half of a model.
Well, Mark, you know what this means? That all those James Bond Jr. games that were on like the SNES, collector's items.
That's it.
My friend hates it when I bring up James Bond Jr. He's like, that trash. Like, dude, everything. Terrible. I mean, there were Karate Commandos with what's his name? Chuck Norris. Did you ever see that cartoon? There was a Rambo cartoon.
Oh yeah, there's a Rambo. Yeah. Oh, we were talking
Chuck
about
Norris,
a couple weeks ago, talking about the RoboCop cartoon. It's like, why were they turning these franchises into cartoons?
Toxic Commandos, Mortal Kombat. Yeah. I mean,
right? And so weird.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Who saw?
I remember
RoboCop
the Rambo game.
Did
you play the Rambo game on the NES?
Oh yeah,
I did. It was so dumb. I mean, it was like, why am I fighting so many tigers in the forest? I don't remember doing that in Rambo.
You don't remember all of the tigers that Rambo killed in those movies?
Yeah. It's like, there was even a Sopranos game. There was a Reservoir Dogs game. What are we even doing, folks? It's bad. And where's my He-Man beat 'em up? That was supposed to come out. Where's that?
Yeah.
Where's that?
That'd be great.
By the way, Master Universe, loved it to pieces. I don't care if it did bad at the box office. It made my Todd heart grow.
I've heard nothing but great things, and I still haven't seen it.
Travis Knight is
really
amazing. He is a great director. He did the best he could do with it. He made my favorite Transformers movie with Bumblebee. He is Leica Studios is amazing. That new Leica's movie that's coming out looks amazing. Have you seen the trailer for that, Mark?
Yeah. Oh, looks great.
Good. Looks so good.
Yeah.
Travis Knight, also son of Phil Knight, founder of Nike. Crazy. Like dad. Weird. Like if you know what? That's the best thing. I want every kid who's a son of a major person to just make awesome art. That's what I want. I don't want them to be more.
Yeah, if you're going to be a Nepo baby, be the best kind.
Exactly. Don't be John Bon Jovi's son. He doesn't do anything. Except marry Millie Bobby. Well, I mean, I guess he did something. I guess if I could do that too, that'd be pretty great.
I guess so. He's been getting a lot of shit for like not pushing the stroller and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Like she was getting shit because he didn't do it. And it was like, oh, he's the worst per human. I'm like, he goes, no, I can do it myself too. I'm actually
She did come to his defense. Yeah. It was funny to see that
she's She's like, well, yeah, I want him to be a gentleman, but he shouldn't be like not allow me to be a strong woman, right?
Yeah.
If I got it, I got it. I mean,
where's tell you? What about girl power?
My wife will tell me many times, I got it. And I'm like, yes, you do, honey. Enjoy.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll hold nothing. And I'm perfectly fine with it. And I'll say I got a badass wife, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with being a house husband. Okay. Anything else on James Bond?
No, I've been just enjoying it so much. Go check it out if you're a Bond fan.
Glad it came out now and not September. Mark, is all.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, good time. It runs, like I said, runs well on the Ally. I think it'll run perfectly on Switch 2. They're taking the time to get it right. If you need to wait for the Switch 2 release, yeah, really good. I do prefer it. I have to say, I did buy it on Xbox with the option to play it on the Ally. And it's good both streaming.
You have the Ally
playing
LIS.
I just have I have the regular Ally, the white one, and it runs fine. It's not stellar.
The LIS, yeah. You got is it called the LIS?
Yes, no, just the Ally. And the other one's the Ally
which I've
X.
heard, it's a good system. Also Legion Go S is a good system too for like $550.
Yeah.
I mean, so
with the price increase of the Steam Deck, the Ally is the way to go. But it's great.
Well, not the Ally X, because Ally X is what, also $1,000?
Still $1,000.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But great value. Like, I've been super happy with it so far. But so it runs well natively installed. It runs really well streaming. But like, for such a cinematic game, I do still prefer playing it on a big TV.
Absolutely.
So, if you're waiting for the Switch version because you want to pick at it on handheld, I mean, if that's the way you play, all the power to you. But for me, I want to play this on a big cinematic screen.
I've got one a public service announcement, Mark. I flew to Michigan. Guys, make sure you know the airline you have and what type of charging abilities their airline has, Mark, because what did Todd do? Packed a Switch 2, very excited, played it on the way to Michigan, and then I'll charge it again. I'll charge it. No problem. Forgot to, of course, because I was playing the Adventures of Elliot demo, which was fun. Not for me long term. Too much talky talk. I want to be slashy versus having bad dialogue, because it's Square, so they just kill you with just inane dialogue that takes way too long. But it's all fully voiced too, so you get a lot of very fancy inane dialogue. But yeah, I wanted to do more of the slashy funny, because it is a cool action RPG in that 2D HD style. Very cool. Play the demo. Make your own decision on it. But when I went back, I thought, I should charge that rather than my tablet. What happened, Mark? Looked, didn't realize I didn't have a USB A port to charge. Did not bring a brick, like a USB power brick. So I'm like, okay, that sucks. So I'm like, well, let me just watch stuff on my tablet. Of course, for some reason, I have an iPad 2025 or whatever it is, the newest cheap one, which I love. It's great, it's awesome. But downloading shows, Mark, apparently they just expire, or you need some type of internet connection.
Yes,
which sucks.
We've come across that dilemma.
Yeah, my cheap flight had internet, but it was only really to just watch on your device their crappy old shows of Joey and this, and here's a bad match 3 game. And I'm like, and I'm like, I don't want to watch any of these shows. And I'm like, what am I going to do? And I have no internet to watch something else. So I'm like, so I read a comic. So I was like, I was forced. I was forced, Mark. And then, of course, this is the other thing that pissed me off. My phone, I'm like, I'll play some games. Nope, Apple Arcade. For some reason.
Got to check in.
Yeah, I got to check in. So it's like, guys, really? Yeah. Really, you doing this to me? And I don't think I had any games. I think I had a crappy solitaire game. But it was like one of those, you need to charge your energy to get more solitaire cards. I'm like, I can't connect. So yeah, folks, game plan. I thought it was good. So now I'm making like a bug out bag when I travel the next time when I fly. So I'm like, there will be everything in here, every type of USB charging. And of course, I lost one of my earbuds, Mark. So what happened?
Oh no.
Screaming baby, no ANC. I got one little earbud in. I'm like, Mom, did you see my earbud? Nope, lost somewhere. So I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm always packing these, but of course, Logan apparently borrowed my other ANC headset, which was an Anchor headset. So I'm like, crap. So I bought a cheap one off of Amazon that says ANC. So next time it's going to be one of the over the ears. Mark, it sucked. So I'm doing better. We're going to go to Massachusetts, I think, in October. So I will make sure I'm prepared. But I did meet a wonderful couple going to Michigan that live in Minnesota. They also went to Michigan State. It's party on, dude. So they were fine. But I told them I would not be the annoying old guy that talked their ear off the whole trip. And I didn't. So I won.
Well, that works. That works.
All right. Any other gaming you want to talk about, Mark?
No, I mentioned earlier that the Finn and I have been playing Splatoon 3. It's he asked me about it. I don't know if he saw a video about it or saw the icon on the Switch.
By the way, I used to do a podcast.
I did. Yeah, I did. And he was very interested. I ended up, which sucks with Nintendo, I had to double dip and buy him his own copy because we wanted to play together. Because at first he was playing, right? So it was like spending another...
Is he on Switch?
Whatever.
And you're on Switch too?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and at first...
Is that not one of those sharing games? Is that not one of those library games?
No, he was borrowing my copy, but I couldn't play it at the same time. It does that thing where it's like,
checked out.
where do you want to install this, on Finn's Switch or on Mark's Switch, or Finn's Switch or Mark's Switch?
Does Loren not have it?
Back and forth.
Splatoon 3?
She doesn't own it. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What about your brother? Maybe you need to figure out something like
nobody.
You need a third sucker. Like, let me check out your game.
Yeah.
Your nephew really wants this game. Can you just like be like, your nephew really wants this game?
Yeah, right? we bought it. I got it for him. He hasn't finished the school year yet. He still has another couple of weeks or whatever. But I said, like, for finishing your first like year of primary, your year of school, kindergarten, whatever you want to call it. Sure. This will be like your little gift.
It's only getting harder. Enjoy homework.
Yeah. So we're super proud of you. You've been so good all year. Here's the game you want. So
now there's another baby coming. So you're gonna be on your own, kid. Sorry. You're the old news.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Just tell him the baby's getting all of the video games from now on. Sorry, kid.
He's excited. He's like, I want to teach the baby how to play video games. We're like, that'll be a couple of years, but like, yeah, you will.
But you know what? You'll hold the baby while you're playing. He'll sit next to you. It'll be perfect. Yeah, and then the baby gets too old for that. And then the baby's like, I don't need that.
I want to go put stuff in my mouth while you guys are distracted by a game.
And you'll just say, hey, Loren, I just really want some quality time with Finn to play video games. By the way, Mark, are you playing the same games? Of course. Yes. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm playing that game on this thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Very exciting. I love that. That was one of those things where your son will like things that you love, and he'll hate things you love, and he'll like his own things, and you'll find out like, oh, that's pretty cool, son. And then eventually one day, Mark, he'll beat you in Smash Brothers, and then he'll carry you through games like Logan did with me. So he was my Sherpa in Destiny 2, and good times.
He loves Minecraft, and I don't at all. I've tried several times to get into Minecraft.
Did he ask for the Minecraft 2 version of Minecraft on Switch 2?
No, not yet. He's happy with Minecraft being on the Xbox and his Switch, and he has it on both.
So he does get the pretty version on your Xbox. He doesn't have to worry about that. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But man, I just can't get into that game. I've tried so many times. And he loves it. You should try out the Minecraft Telltale game. I think you guys might enjoy that together because you're basically making decisions. It's very cute. It's got. I liked Dungeons. Dungeons was great.
Yeah, there's Dungeons 2 coming out, right?
That's fun.
But I think you guys might like the Telltale game. It's very fun. Patton Oswalt, I think, is the main voice actor. It's just a fun story. Yeah, I hate to say this. It's much better than the Minecraft movie. Holy crap! Did he see that?
Yeah, we did.
I tried watching that on a flight. I'm like, I can't.
He loves it. He loves it.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I love Jack Black. I love Jason Momoa. But I'm like, man, I'll just stick with Jumanji. That's good enough for me. All right. Really quickly, Mark, just something. There've been a lot of crazy sports stuff happening. Once again, a Canadian team did not win the Stanley Cup. The Carolina Hurricanes did, which is kind of crazy. My Wild got beat. It sucked. I think the Habs had done much better than they had before. Kind of crazy that they got knocked out. But I'm glad the Avalanche lost. I hate those son of bitches. Sorry, did I say that? Yeah, I did. I hate Colorado Avalanche. They're horrible. But the Knicks ended their drought. Amazing series, so good. And Mark, have you heard of a guy called Dan Hausen? Okay. Nope. So I'm going to show you how Dan Hausen. So Dan Hausen is this crazy guy, independent wrestler, has made his way all the way up. His gimmick is he looks like a mix of like a horror character, but he's very funny and goofy, and he has this really bad like Dr. Doofenshmirtz like accent. And he calls himself Dan Hausen. He calls people other Hausens, and he curses people. That's like his trick in wrestling. And he's so fun. And he basically has rose to like prominence because he got to curse like every team the New York Knicks was playing. Because this is Nick. He goes, "You are cursing." Crazy things happen in the ring, like pyrotechnics go off. And so he got on ESPN. He got on all of these things, and he got big, and he's going to be like a guest in the Knicks parade because of this. And it's so funny. I'll just show you a picture of him. He is such a And he's just silly because he talks about human monies, and he basically, that's what he looks like, and he's just a gimmick character. He's so funny.
Curse the Knicks.
I don't think so.
Oh, please. We put a lot of money on the Spurs, and if they win tomorrow, we're getting a huge.
And he collects human teeth, and he makes people eat human teeth.
Hey, what's this? Wow, human money.
Hey, amigo, there's a bonus.
Oh, yeah?
Consider Mexico national team, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Now he's cursing like FIFA teams.
Hey, Zach, how are you?
Listen, it's Matt. And listen, you got to keep the Knicks uncursed, okay? Don't listen to
I
Zach.
agree. Yeah, that's a good idea, but I do need some human money for that.
I don't actually have the money with me.
That's a nice watch.
A watch?
Yeah.
So and he just is having a blast. He's a very funny wrestler. He was taking on like this other character, and he basically decided to clone himself. So he made this like really crazy contraption. It didn't clone like a bigger version of him. It made all of these little people. And it was hilarious. It was like having Oompa Loompas that looked like him, and they came on the thing. So it's like having a horror host.
Amazing.
On the WWE. He's a good wrestler. He's fun, and he is like elevated himself so high, and he's just so entertaining. But I just love the fact that he and Stephen A. Smith have been like talking and like, you got to pay me to uncurse them, and
incredible.
It's such a crazy thing because I'm like, I started watching this guy, like saw his videos. It's highly entertaining. It makes me laugh. It's the greatest thing in the WWE because WD is just a horrible company. But for me, it's like, I'm so glad he's just making this thing fun. It's like the old days when he did goofy stuff at WWF.
Yeah.
So
it reminds me of like when I used to watch as a kid and like this goofiness. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's perfect. Love it. So that's kind of like my sports thing. It's a long way until the Vikings start up. We're gonna have waiver wire wizards again, so I'm very excited for that. Okay, Mark. What is the thing you're looking forward to next week that's gonna make you really happy?
Is it weird if I say nothing? Because May was
like
such a
relaxation.
Yeah.
Deprivation.
May was such a crazy month for me. There was a con. There was Finn's birthday. Even this past weekend, we had 2 birthdays and a wedding to go to. Like I basically didn't have a birth. I worked at a charity event. My relaxation this past weekend was mowing my lawn and having pizza with my parents. So this next week, I have no plans.
Good.
I am hoping
means you're going to do some fun things, right?
I'm hoping to get back into like writing my book because I haven't had a chance to write in like 3 weeks. And yeah, I'm looking forward to like nothing major being on the agenda so I can like get back to some me stuff.
Self-care. Me time. Always good. You got a baby on the way. You got to take advantage of that time, sleep, do fun things with Loren, have quality time with Loren before, hey, you got another person to share with her. I only have 1 child. I don't have 2. So I know there is like major multiplication of like, it's not just 1 child. It's like, feels like 3 and you only have 2 hands, 2 kids. But divide and conquer, you got your family and stuff. Very happy for you, man. So enjoy that time. You understand it because you know what happens, right? Like that time before they're there, it's like you can't wait until they show up, and then it's like, oh, they're here. Holy crap. I'm not prepared because I am like,
we've been going through all that stuff. Like, do we still have this? Do we still have that? I think we need to buy this. Do we still have that? No, we gave this person. It's like, so that is another thing that I have to do is kind of go through like what we have in storage and what we need to clean up.
Have you had a baby shower? Is that having baby 2 or you're just like baby 2?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. We didn't last time.
But you accept donations,
COVID. Right? Sure. Yeah. we have got a couple of like friends of ours who either borrowed things or like have things or just like here, like one dropped off like a bouncy seat thingy, whatever it's called. I don't know. So we've got that. We've got, people dropping stuff off and whatever. My mom was just talking about my uncle going somewhere and picking up something for us next week or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we're things are all coming together and we'll be fine. I've got to clean up a couple of things and grab some stuff, like I said, out of storage. And I'm cleaning a space in my basement to move all my 3D printing stuff and like set up like a little
make room for another body. Yeah.
So that's going to go from like, it's kind of in the corner back there. behind me. That's all going to go down in the basement to my own little workshop area. So I bought a new desk and have some stuff down there.
I live in my basement. It's the Todd cave. Yeah. Yep. Totally makes sense. Yeah. And just remember, that they don't break, that the clothes are going to get ruined anyways. You don't need new. Old is good enough. They will go through it quickly. And they put everything in their mouth. So you know what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the good news is you've gone through it already. Hopefully you haven't forgot everything. Sometimes your parent brain like, oh, I forgot all the crazy stuff. It's just good. It was just good stuff. I saw the photos. We looked happy all the time. Yeah. We were getting plenty of sleep, right? Yeah. But you guys are pros.
Should be fine.
Great.
Should be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Finn's a great kid. You didn't break him. So you know what? And he's there in his own special way.
Yeah. He'll be a good help, I think.
Yeah,
we keep threatening him with if you don't behave, you're going to be on permanent diaper duty. So that's been keeping him in check, which is nice.
What about Catbox? Is he going to start taking that over anytime, Mark?
No, it's usually a scream, Ray pooped, and I have to go take care of
that automated cat machine I got has been so good with you cats. Holy cow, Mark.
I've been looking at those. Yeah.
Oh, they're so good. Yeah. There's a lot of good ones. You don't have to get like the most expensive one. I think I got mine. It was like a Ninja Cat or something like that, which is kind of like a generic brand for like this one thing.
Sounds badass.
And it takes away that kind of like, it just makes it so much easier. Yeah. So if you need advice, I can give you what I got and then go from there. It'll definitely
one of the guys I work with, his daughter's a vet. Or vet something or other adjacent, and he was just talking about these because he just got one and got a new cat, and was giving me the details on the one he bought, the one she recommended. All this kind of stuff.
I'm retiring for that game.
Second time in a couple of weeks I've heard about these, and it's that's very, very tempting.
Yes, and I in my work we have a Teams channel for the crazy cat people. And I am part of that. And we share our stories. We all share the things. And one of those common things is, does this work? I'm like, yes, it does. And also RFID cat tags, because my other cat will eat my other cat's food. So that works really good too. So it's been fun. So if anybody wants to know all the down and dirty about cats, reach out to me. I also work for the pet part of General Mills now too. So very fun. Yes. So check that out. So for me, Mark, Game of Thrones, we've got the House of Dragons coming back for season 3. I'm very excited. It debuts this Sunday coming up. I'm so excited. I've been a big fan of this series. I normally don't like prequels, but man, after the Hedge Knight series, which was amazing. Did you watch that? Dunk and Egg. Not. So good, Mark, because it's such a transition from Game of Thrones. It's happy. It's funny. It's goofy, and it's kind of like the exact opposite, because it's kind of like we're in this world with a character that you just love and is so like amazing, and this partnership between him and this kid, it's so good. It's only one season. I think it's like 8 episodes. It is really, really good. So if you've been scared of Game of Thrones, I think it's a great show to just watch, because you don't have to know anything. You can just jump right in. Oh, it's great. You'll love it. It doesn't have the it's kind of a side story by George R. R. Martin, and it's very good. It's very fun. It's like kind of a lighter touch, but you're in that world, and man, the characters are amazing. It's fun, and it's not about the biggest stakes in the world. It's just about a guy who wants to become a full-fledged knight, and cool. Yeah, it's really good. And the kid's great. The kid named Egg. Oh, he's so good. So Game of Thrones, House Dragon, HBO Max, probably on Crave, I assume, Mark.
Yeah, that's usually where stuff ends up there.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. I have the HBO Max, Disney Plus, Hulu deal. It's really cheap, actually. It's kind of nice. No ads. And apparently Hulu is going away this year. It's dying.
I've heard that. Yeah.
It's just going to be Disney Plus, which is fine. It just means that Disney Plus is so full of stuff now. It's like, here's your R-rated stuff, kids. Don't watch. Here's the bear. Yeah. Enjoy your F-bombs and anxiety. Enjoy. And then here's Disney cartoons. Oh yeah, very cool. And by the way, extra bonus recommendation, Mark. Spider Noir, amazing.
Oh, so good. I watched all of that.
Oh.
Yeah, blew through it. So great.
Nicky Cage, man, that dude. When he's like doing all the spider stuff, I'm like, he's perfect for that role.
Incredible.
Love it.
Yeah. Incredible. I watched it all black and white. I think I might go back and do it in color. just because it was so good that I want to see it both ways. It's
I heard they like kind of did
great.
like a Technicolor kind of look to it. I don't know. I watched it all black and white as well. But I love the fact that it lets you like just on the fly change it if you want, which is cool.
Yeah, there's something about the way they did that. It was they filmed it in black and white, and then they did it in Technicolor. They colored it afterwards or something like that. It really sounds like an interesting behind the scenes like.
They could definitely do a second season too, which I think would be great. Because I think it just can be like a standalone story and bring in like more Rogues Gallery. And I love the way they handled 100%. It and just didn't even cover the names, which was great. Like it was like, oh, I'm Electro. They didn't say that. Yeah. Right. It was just, it's a detective series.
Right? We knew what they were. And that's it. Yeah.
It's a detective series. And that's what's great about it. It's really, really good. All right. Well, that is it for our show. Long one, but it's like a reunion with Mark and I. It's like the Minnesota long goodbye. We just can't say goodbye. We keep talking, keep bringing up things, and got to talk about the family because that's what we are. We are family men, daddy nerds, and it's Father's Day this week, folks. So you know what? If you got a dad who's still around, like my dad's not around, but you know what? I still think about my dad all the time. If you're a dad, if you love a dad, if you have somebody that has been a dad to you, give them props, give them a hug, and say thanks for being my dad. Or being a dad. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So Mark, tell people where they can see you around the web. Because you were just Instagram famous for a couple of things. For your dealership, your video went viral. And then for Instagram, you had a really big video that came out. So where can people catch up with your stuff if they want to see it?
I'm not going to bore anyone with my the car dealership that I work at, but I did have a very successful
near you.
Okay, if you're near me, follow Plaza Ford. I think on Instagram it's Plaza Ford Sydney. Maybe I should probably know that, but it's late. But
that is true.
Yeah, I just had a video hit
Mark
like
is right now. It's
2.8 million views on Instagram and Facebook or something like that. And then one of my videos. So if you really want to follow me, it's
you're a real problem. What we need to do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem. You're a real problem. What we need
trying to think through some of the things that we're going to see in Ocarina of Time, and that video went like a little crazier. It took me like 3 seconds to do. It is clearly not a good video. 464,000 views on that so far. I don't even understand. I could work on a video for a year and have like the best quality thing I could make and the most thought out thing. I Googled the images of like, I think I had 5 characters at the start and I had to cut one out because the audio clip was so small and, or so short. And it like that was it. It took me less than 5 minutes start to finish and that thing was posted. And it's the post I had before that had like 490, not 490,000, 490. Try to explain that. Anyway, you want to follow me?
You don't plan excellence, Mark. It just happens.
You want to follow me on Instagram and see that, and then the other posts that are seen by 12 people. It's CaNerdian _Jedi, and that's Instagram, Threads, TikTok. But I'm mostly active on Instagram.
Mark does some great stuff. He does some really cool 3D printing. He does really awesome. He does panel facilitation. Is that what it's called? Facilitation?
Sure. Yeah. I just did, Lenore Zan, the voice of Rogue in X-Men 97. She was great.
She's excellent. Yep.
She was a great panel.
Speaking of which, have you seen the trailer for season 2?
Yeah, we talked about that. It was released a couple of days before I was up on stage with her at her con. And so we got to talk about that fresh, like top of mind, new trailer. Her voice led the trailer. Just wild to be up on stage speaking with her and got a couple of photos with her and did that for a couple of days through the con weekend. It was a surreal experience. And she's from here. I didn't really know that up until a couple of years ago. She is she was born in Australia, but her family moved to Canada when she was young, and then she eventually kind of made her way to she lives like about 3-hour drive from me. sometimes. I mean, she's all over the place and whatever. But
Sure.
Yeah, this is where she grew up, which is wild.
Very cool.
And then,
I was going to say, Mark,
yeah.
in Minnesota, we have the Uncanny Experience. I think I may have told you about this when we were still podcasting. This is a very unique, like almost kind of LARPing Renaissance Festival style with X-Men, and the animated voice actors show up strong in this. It's great. So Lenore will be there. And then you're going to have some of the other cast members that are in the current 97, which is great too. So yeah, Mark, I love the fact that they get involved. And yeah, these getting to know these people like you do when you meet them at a con is awesome. So I'm really excited you've been able to do that, in your neck of the woods.
She's awesome. Really interesting talking about her career from like acting on stage, voice acting, taking a break to do politics for like 15 years and then getting back into this kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, wild stuff. Like look her up. She's really, really interesting person.
And doing a very deep South, Georgia Peach or whatever she is. Yeah. This is a little rogue voice.
So if you ever if you listen to me speak and you think like, that guy wouldn't be a very good Southern
Canadian
person,
deep South. Yeah. She Australian.
She has she could realistically pull off an Australian accent. You'd think easier. She was born there and spent the first couple of years there anyway. But super interesting.
Very, very cool, man. Well, it was great to have you back, Mark. We got to do this again. We're going to probably, I need to send you an invite to do the why we play before baby is born. Yeah. So you actually, I know, but you like your free time, but I think it'd be kind of fun to do one about kind of like your gaming past, because we talked a little bit about and revisit that and talk more about what you're gaming. And I'm sure we'll probably have to do like a Polka Tot or something as well, just to bring back the old days. Maybe even like, do something that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be great. So if you want to follow me, I'm at Todd Oxtra at T Oxtra on Instagram and BlueSky. But for everything else, at the Fandom Foundry, we have a Instagram, BlueSky that we're there. We have a Discord channel. We have YouTube. We have a website. We have podcasts on all your favorite services as well. And working through Threadless, going to do some new designs out there if you want a t-shirt. I ordered mine. It was too small, Mark, because I'm just too swole. My guns. So, but it's good. They're very good people over at Threadless. They're great. And I'm going to make some cool designs for there, but I've got some really cool, awesome MakerCast episodes coming up with authors and artists, Mark. I think you're going to like this.
Awesome.
One you may even know because you might happen to be my wife, but others are not. So we're going to do some more cool stuff there. More why we play. The next episode will be up with an awesome person. And then we've got some other cool stuff happening on Best Thing this week. So with that, Mark, thank you so much. Check out Mark's stuff on Instagram. He's amazing. If you need a Ford, reach out to him. He'll hook you up. I don't know what the tariff thing situation is at this point, so who knows? But if you can get it across the border, get a Ford. I like the Maverick. I like a few of the other vehicles too. Check it out. I have a Mustang Mach-E, so what can I say? I'm a Ford guy too now, which is sad because my dad was a General Motors employee. So, but I love my Mach-E. It's awesome. So with that, folks, I'm going to say I hope this was your best week. If it wasn't, definitely make next week the best. So with that, Mark, have a great week. Thank you for joining us. And everybody,
thanks for having me.
See you next week. Bye-bye.